Doctors didn't believe it at first. They checked the scan again, then again, because what they were seeing didn't match a living human brain. And yet, the man sitting in front of them was fully conscious, talking, responding, aware, which meant one thing: something about this case should not exist. In 2007, a man walked into a hospital in France. No emergency, no urgency, just a mild weakness in his leg. Something routine. So routine, it almost didn't require a scan. But the doctors ordered one anyway, just to be safe. When the results came out, the room went quiet. Not out of shock, but confusion. The image didn't look right. The structure was off. The proportions, wrong. They checked again, adjusted the scan, looked closer, and that's when they realized this wasn't a mistake. Inside his skull, there was almost no brain. Fluid had filled the space. What remained of his brain was compressed into a thin layer along the edges. Barely there, barely intact. And yet, he was still conscious. What made it worse, nothing about his life reflected this. He wasn't confused. He wasn't struggling. He had a job, a family, a routine. To everyone around him, he was completely normal. Because the brain controls everything: thought, memory, identity, awareness. Lose even small parts of it, and the effects can be immediate, severe, sometimes permanent. But in this case, most of it was already gone, and somehow he remained himself. Doctors identified the cause: hydrocephalus, a condition where fluid builds up inside the skull, slowly increasing pressure on the brain. In most cases, it's caught early, treated, controlled. But not here. This develops slowly, over years, possibly decades. And as it did, the brain adapted, reorganized, adjusted, until what remained was enough. But that explanation creates a bigger problem, because now the question isn't just what happened to him. It's this: how much of your brain do you actually need to still be you? If someone can lose most of it and still think, still feel, still exist, then something doesn't add up. Because the brain is supposed to define the mind. And yet, this case suggests something else. That consciousness may not be as dependent on the brain as we assume. That what you experience as you might not be fully contained inside your head. Right now, you feel like everything you are exists inside your brain. Your thoughts, your memories, your identity. But this case suggests something different. If someone can lose most of their brain and still remain themselves, then something about that doesn't add up. So here's the question: is the brain really everything? Or is there something else we don't understand yet? Which one do you believe?